Loads of you have asked me to get this on the channel. Yes, it's the Hobao Hyper TT 2.0. I think a lot of you know how much I love their SSTE, so I'm hoping I really like this one. Now this is of course the 2.0. This does have some changes compared to the original version. Most of the changes are CNC upgrades. I think we can all appreciate how cool this truck looks. I really like that blue body. Now I did previously mention it there, but the SSTE from Hobao is one of my favourite trucks of all time. In my opinion, it's one of the best all-rounders. At one point I even said the SSTE was a Traxxas sledge killer, and I still stand by what I said. That truck is absolutely brilliant. I did do a video recently talking about how this brand is so underrated, and even the main man himself agrees with me.
beyondRC did a video on how underrated these Hobao RC cars are, and I agree. If you look at the quality of them, they're, you know, looks wise at least, I don't know about durability, they seem a lot nicer than a lot of the other bigger brand RCs.
Now Hobao aren't a new brand at all. They've actually been around for a very long time. I remember owning a couple of their Nitro Hyper 7s, and of course I still have a Hyper 7.5, although I have converted that to brushless now. So many people don't give this brand the credit they deserve, and it's mostly the people out there who like the big brands. They won't go anywhere near a Hobao. All I would say is you're seriously missing out. Give this brand a chance, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So the Hyper TT 2.0, this is a first for me. I never even owned the original version, so I had to give this one a shot, and so many of you were asking for me to get this on the channel. I do like that aggressive looking wing on the back. I've seen a lot of channels doing videos on Hobao products, and I do see the word basher mentioned quite often. I think a lot of people forget that Hobao trucks are designed to go around a track. They were never intended to be all-out bashers, but I think we've all realised now that they are good for bashing, and they seem to do it really well. And I do think that's because a lot of the Hobao trucks are really well built. So let's take the body off and let's take a closer look underneath. Now the one thing I'm not a massive fan of on this is those body clips. I think they're very similar to the body clips that I got with the SSTE, and I very quickly replaced them. These things just aren't the best. So underneath the body, I think you notice straight away how many CNC parts this thing actually has. It is covered in CNC components. Look at this lovely chassis underneath. I tell you what, these look really strong as well. Now because this thing is a track weapon, you do get quite a lot of adjustability on this. I do like the shocks on this, they do feel really good. Now there's no point going into a crazy amount of detail with this, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already seen videos on this. There are already some in-depth videos out there. There's no point going all over it again. Now electronics wise, this thing has a 3900 kV brushless motor, and that is paired with a 60 amp Hobby Wing ESC, and then we've got an 18 kilogram steering servo. I think that's going to be plenty for this little truck. Now the one thing I noticed when I got this out the box was it does come pre-installed with a Dean's connector. I'm not a massive fan of Dean's connectors on 1/10 scale trucks. I would have preferred if it came with an XT60 connector. Now I've actually replaced that Dean's connector with an XT90 connector, which is probably a little bit overkill for this setup, but that's what I use on all of my batteries, so I've just done that because it's a lot easier for me. So of course we're going to give this a speed test today. We're going to see how fast it goes on 2S, and then of course we're going to stick a 3S in there and see how fast it goes. Now before we do that, would you like to win this truck? If yes, all you need to do is head over to Raffle after watching this video. I will leave a link down below if you're interested. There's also a chance to win one of the best RC all-rounders, the Rolalo Omni Terminator. That is also listed over on Raffle. Check these two out and grab a ticket if you want a chance to win. By the way, I do want to apologise about the start of the video. I've just got myself a new microphone set up, and it wasn't quite set up correctly, which is why the audio was terrible. Right, let's see what this can do on 2S. It's probably not the ideal day to do a speed test, but yeah, we'll see how it gets on. It's a little bit damp today. I tell you what, the gearing sounds good on this. It does sound good. So that's 2S, full throttle. You know, that's not a bad amount of speed. It's not going to be crazy on 2S, but I kind of knew that anyway. Full throttle again. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds really good. It's quite an addictive sound actually. Full throttle. Now, if you were a beginner getting into the hobby, you know, and you got this truck and you stuck 2S in there, that is going to be more than enough. I think 3S is going to be more fun. But again, like I say, you know, beginner, just starting out, this is your first truck. That is going to be a decent amount of speed. Right, let's bring it back and see what we got. I'm really interested in this one because I think it's going to be pretty good. Right, so let's hit stop and read. 25 miles per hour. So look, we're talking about brush speeds there, really. You know, some brush trucks will even go faster than that out the box. But look, I don't think that's too bad. Right, so next up, let's go for 3S. Let's start the GPS. So this is the one thing most brush setups can't do right out the box. Most of them can't run 3S, which is where these sort of cheaper brushless systems come in handy. So that's full throttle. Wow, this thing sounds good. It sounds really good. I know I keep saying it, but it does have a unique sound. That's full throttle. Handles really, really well. And do you know what? It actually feels a lot like the bigger SSTE, which I was asking myself whether or not it would. And I can confirm it does feel a lot like the SSTE, which is of course 1/8 scale. This is 1/10. I'm going to be sticking this on raffle for one of you guys to win, but I'm going to have to buy one pretty much straight after for myself because I like this thing a lot. Now this has really surprised me actually. I love the brand, I love Hobao, you guys know that anyway because I'm always banging on about it. But because this is smaller than the SSTE, I didn't think it would handle as well as it does. But yeah, no, definitely this thing. Right, let's bring it back. Yeah, this thing is a beast. Let's bring it back, let's see what we got on 3S then. I can't wait to get it out at my favourite bashing location. So this will do 39 miles per hour right out the box on 3S. I think that is a perfectly acceptable speed. So let's see how we get on off-road. You can definitely tell this thing's made to go round a track. It just handles so incredibly well. Very much like the SSTE. I can't believe I'm losing my voice now. I've had a nightmare of a few days trying to get this video done. Audio issues, weather issues, now I'm losing my voice. Yeah, not had a good week. This thing sounds so good. I know I said it on the speed run section as well, but it definitely has a unique sound. It's a sound that I've never heard before on a 1/10 scale truck, but it's very addictive. Yeah, this thing sounds incredibly cool. Yeah, this is going to be one of those trucks that I wish I was keeping for myself and not sticking on raffle, but look, I want to give you guys the chance to win one of these because it is so cool. Yeah, this is why I love Hobao, because they're a good mix of handling, performance and good looks, I mean, this thing handles way better than a lot of the other 1/10 scale trucks out there. So there we go then guys, that was the Hobao Hyper TT 2.0. The handling on this truck is perfection. I love the fact that it now has a lot of upgrades compared to the original version. Now this is the ready to run version, which does come with electronics, but of course you can buy the rolling chassis version as well and stick your own electronics in it. And I mean, they're incredibly affordable. Now if you're a fan of the SSTE but that's just a little bit too expensive, I would say look at getting one of these. Yes, of course it's a lot smaller, but it definitely handles just as good as the larger truck. Yeah, this truck has definitely surprised me today. I knew it was going to be good because, well, come on, it's a Hobao, but I wasn't expecting it to be this good. Now let's talk about performance with the ready to run electronics, because I know a lot of people will say this thing is underpowered. Now here today on 3S, at no point did this thing feel underpowered. Loads of people think you need crazy powerful brushless systems to have fun with RC cars. Yeah, just take it from me, you really don't. This thing is going to be fine out the box on 3S, and you'll very quickly notice that this is one of the best handling trucks you've ever driven. So we're going to leave it there today. Let me know in the comments section what you think of the Hobao Hyper TT 2.0. I really wish this brand wasn't as underrated as it is. These guys deserve loads of credit because they produce some of the best RC cars around, and it's crazy to think that lots of people out there haven't even heard of them. So let me know in the comments what you think of this truck. Don't forget, you can also win this one over on raffle. Cheers for watching, see you on the next one, take care.